Hello viewers, if you are new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. Also, click on the bell icon so that you get the latest information about the videos that are uploaded. Hello students, welcome back to the new video. In this video, we are going to continue the ongoing chapter number 1, Crop Production and Management. In today's session, we will discuss the textual exercises. First of all, let us discuss question number 1, fill in the blanks. Number 1, the same kind of plants grown and cultivated on a large scale at a place is called dash. What is the answer? The answer is crop. Actually, it is the definition of crop. Number 2, the first step before growing crops is dash of the soil. You all are familiar with the basic agricultural practices. What is the first step? It is preparation of the soil. Number 3. Damaged seeds would dash on the top of water. We have seen in the activity for selecting the good and healthy seeds that the damaged seeds would float on top of water. What is the answer then? Float. Number 4. For growing a crop, sufficient sunlight and dash from the soil is required. What are the conditions for the proper growth of a crop? They require sunlight, water and nutrients from the soil. Now, let us discuss question number 2. It is match the following. Here I will read out the direct answers. Number 1, Kharif crops. Here, out of the given options, paddy and maize are Kharif crops. Number 2, Rabi crops. Which are the Rabi crops given here? Wheat, gram and pea. Third one, chemical fertilizers. Urea and superphosphate are the examples of chemical fertilizers. Fourth one, organic manure. Out of the given option, animal excreta, cow dung, urine and plant waste are the examples of organic manure. Now, let us discuss question number 3. Give 2 examples of each of the following. First one, Kharif crops. Paddy and maize are the examples of Kharif crops. Number 2, Rabi crops. Rabi crops examples are wheat, gram and peas. Let us discuss question number 4. Write a paragraph in your words on each of the following. The first topic is preparation of soil. Soil is the medium in which plants grow. Plants get water, minerals and air from the soil. To make sure that these things are easily available to the plants, the soil has to be prepared before sowing the seeds. Soil preparation involves ploughing, that is tilling and leveling. Ploughing loosens the soil and allows the roots to penetrate deep in the soil and to breathe easily even when they are deep. After ploughing, the soil leveled is using a tool called leveler which breaks the big lumps of the soil. So these are the different steps by which we prepare the soil. The next topic is sowing. The process of planting seeds in the soil is called sowing. Seeds must be sown at proper depths and distances to get the good yield. The tool used traditionally for sowing seed is a funnel-shaped bowl. Nowadays, seed drill is used for sowing with the help of tractors. This tool sows the seed uniformly at a proper distance and depth. The next term to explain is weeding. The undesirable plants that grow along with the crop plants are called weeds. The process of removing these unwanted plants is called weeding. Weeds can be removed by physical, chemical or biological methods. So, the undesirable and unwanted plants that grow along with the crop plants called weeds, and the removal of these weeds is known as weeding. The next term to explain is threshing. The mature crop is cut and collected from the field manually or using harvester. The harvested crop has grains attached to the chaff and they have to be separated. This process of separating the grain seeds from chaff is known as threshing. It can be done manually or using a machine called a thresher. Combine is a modern farm machine that can do both harvesting and threshing. So, the combine is the most modern farm machine which can do both harvesting and threshing together. Now, let us discuss question number 5. Explain how fertilizers are different from manure. Fertilizer is a man-made inorganic salt, whereas manure is a natural substance obtained by the decomposition of cattle dung and plant residues. Fertilizer is prepared in factories. Manure can be prepared in the fields. Next, fertilizer does not provide any humus to the soil. Manure provides a lot of humus to the soil. Next, the fertilizers are very rich in plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Manure is relatively less rich in plant nutrients. So, these are the differences between fertilizers and manure. Now, let us discuss question number 6. What is irrigation? Describe two methods of irrigation which conserve water. The process of supplying water to the plants at different intervals for assisting in their growth is called irrigation. The main sources of irrigation are wells, tube wells, ponds, canals, lakes and rivers. So, irrigation means the process of supplying water at different intervals that assist the growth of plants. And the sources of water for irrigation are the wells, tube wells and the natural sources like rivers, ponds, etc. Two methods which help us to conserve water are sprinkler irrigation system and drip irrigation system. First of all, let us discuss sprinkler irrigation system. It has an arrangement of vertical pipes with rotating nozzles on the top. Water flows into the main pipe and then into the smaller pipes with the help of a pump. It is more useful in the uneven and dry lands where sufficient water is not available. Now, let us see what is drip irrigation. This system has an arrangement of pipes or tubes with very small holes in them to water the plants drop by drop just at the roots of the plants. This avoids the wastage of water. This method is excellent for regions with severe scarcity of water. Now, let us discuss question number 7. If wheat is sown in the Kharif season, what would happen? Discuss. Answer. Wheat is sown in winter months, that is November or December, and harvested in March-April. It requires less water. If wheat is grown in Kharif season, when there is more water, it will not grow properly and the production will be decreased considerably. So, wheat is a rabi crop, that is, it needs only very less water. That is why it is sown in winter months, that is in November or December, and harvested in March, April. If it is sown in the Kharif season, that is when there is lots of water, then the plant will not grow properly and the production will be decreased. Now let us see question number 8. Explain how soil gets affected by the continuous plantation of crops in a field. Answer: continuous plantation of crops makes the soil poorer in certain nutrients as the crop plants use the nutrients from the soil. The soil becomes infertile. It does not get enough time to replenish the nutrients, and as a result the crop yield would decrease gradually. So if the crops are grown in the same soil continuously, then what happens? The plant soil nutrients will get decreased. That means soil becomes infertile. So the soil does not get the enough time to renew the nutrient content, and as a result the crop yield will be decreased gradually. Now we will discuss question number 9. What are weeds? How can we control them? Answer: the undesirable and unwanted plants which grow naturally along with the crop plants are called weeds. The growth of weeds can be controlled by adopting many ways. Tilling or ploughing before sowing of seeds helps in the uprooting and killing of weeds, which may then dry up and get mixed with the soil. Weeds are also controlled by using certain chemicals called weedicides. Weedicides are sprayed in the fields to kill the weeds. Weeds can also be controlled biologically as certain animals feed only on the weed and thus help to control the spread of weeds. So, weeds are the unwanted plants that grow naturally along with the crop plants. These weeds can be separated, or it can be removed physically, chemically and biologically. Now let us discuss question number 10. Arrange the following in proper order to make a flowchart of sugarcane crop production. Here various agricultural processes to produce the sugarcane crop is given, but they are not in the order. So we have to make a flowchart showing the proper order of these agricultural processes. In the question it is given like this. Sending crop to sugar factory, irrigation, harvesting, sowing, preparation of soil, ploughing the field, manuring. Answer: that is the flowchart showing the correct order of agricultural practices in the production of sugarcane. Preparation of soil, ploughing the field, sowing, manuring, irrigation, harvesting and sending crop to sugar factory. Now question number 11. In textbook, question number 11 is given as a crossword puzzle, but here I have given that as name the following. First one, providing water to the crops. The answer is irrigation. Number 2, keeping crop grains for a long time under proper conditions. The answer is storage. Number 3, certain plants of the same kind grown on a large scale. The answer is crop. Number 4, a machine used for cutting the matured crop. Answer is harvester. Number 5, a rabi crop that is also one of the pulses. Answer is gram. Number 6, a process of separating the grain from chaff. Answer is winnowing. So students, please pause the video and write down all these exercises in your notebook. Thank you.